Okay, because we're spilling the hot tea, I think I'm going to start with my fabulous hot fire signs. So let's start off with Aries, the first sign in the zodiac. And yeah, I think Aries will appreciate going first because they like to be right, they like to be first, and they like to be the best. So I hope my cards can show you the best month ever coming ahead. Let's see. Let me just take a sip of tea and then we're going to spill it, okay? Okay. Spirit, angels, ancestors, can we please bring in the collective Aries energy for the month of November 2024? Please and thank you. Okay, so Aries, let's start with the Lenormand. So Aries, for the month of November, what is the month of November's theme for Aries? Please and thank you. Is that one? Ooh, the snake. We have lies, deceit, misguidance, illusions, chaos, temptation, seduction, and cunning. Okay, let's see. There could be a snake in your midst, Aries. So I'm going to do the tarot first, and then we're going to do some playing cards, and we'll just get a little bit of context, see who this snake is. Okay, so let's ask the tarot. For Aries, for the zodiac sign of Aries, what can they expect in November 2024? Please and thank you. The Knight of Cups. Okay. There could be a deceptive person who's leaving your life in the month of November, Aries. Okay. King of Swords, background energy. Okay, so I feel like you're very in your head about whoever or whatever this is. You could also be leaving a job. Okay, the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, Aries. So with the Seven of Cups coming here, I feel like whoever this snake is, you kind of want to know who and what you're dealing with, so you know how you are going to deal with them and exterminate these unwanted nuisances in your life. Yeah, I feel like possibly this could be someone that you work with, and someone could be going behind your back in order to try get a one-up on you. But I feel like once this is in your awareness, you will disarm any adversaries. And you do kind of feel the need to protect yourself. And I feel like when it comes to love, you may be connected with someone who is very sweet, very dreamy, very genuine too. If they say they love you, they probably mean it. But the problem is, they say more than their prayers. So maybe they've given you a lot of promises, and you're at the stage now where you're waiting to see the result. You're waiting to see these promises manifest. And you could find yourself still being on your own mentally, feeling alone in a relationship. You could feel like a dummy for believing someone who promised you the sun, moon, and stars. And you could still be sitting there waiting for these gifts that were promised, and these gifts could be in transit. But the Knight of Cups can also represent an offer or a proposal coming in. So take this how it resonates, but I do feel like when it comes to work, you feel a bit disillusioned, a bit sold out. And when it comes to love, you still have those big dreams, those grand plans. But when it comes to demonstrating these plans, I feel like either you or a partner is not actually putting that work in, that effort in. And if this isn't you, Aries, if you feel like you're working very hard in all aspects of your life, I think it's just about rooting out the snake, where it is, who it is, and getting that kind of parasite out of your life. Yeah, someone could be trying to sabotage you. Yeah, sabotage you at work, possibly. Yeah, and you may just feel like when it comes to work, you're kind of stuck in a corner. And you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel free to be able to demonstrate, to do whatever you want and make your dreams come true. So you actually could be reconsidering a job or a relationship, especially if these things aren't giving back in the same way that you do. Okay, so let's ask the playing cards. What's coming up in November 2024 for Aries? The sign of Aries. What is Aries needing to know for November 2024? Okay. Okay. So clubs and spades here, Aries. So I feel like even if this is issues at work, you could have adversaries or people trying to sabotage you because you are very victorious in your work, and anything you do it well. You could be a perfectionist and it shows. I feel like your work is very high quality. Yeah, and maybe that's leaving other people feeling like their work doesn't measure up. Whether this is in a job or a relationship, I feel like you are doing the most while someone else is doing the least, okay? 10 of Spades. Yeah, and this falling underneath the Hermit. This represents grief and loss. So this really could be you deciding to cut something or someone off. But, you know, with the Hermit here, just sitting alone, kind of looking robotic, I feel like you do have a lot of grief within you, but in a way you cover up and you try to put yourself in autopilot mode. You kind of put that, yeah, it's like you turn the computer on and your emotions off, and maybe this is how you cope with work. But I do feel like this grief is coming up in November, and I do see you really diving deep into your emotions, especially if it's been a long time. You might feel like grief will overcome you and consume you like a snake. But I feel like this snake, if this is grief, it's a part of you, and it's just knowing when that snake needs to be fed. So I see you feeding that snake, and instead of being scared, you are going to charm that snake and teach it how to dance. It's going to be your pet instead of your enemy. You're facing a lot of emotions that would have scared you before, Aries. Okay, and we also have the Jack of Spades, which can represent the swords in the tarot, thinking mind. So someone is rebelling against you. This literally could be a relationship, a workmate. This could even be a family member, but someone is going against you, maybe taking their swords out against you, using their wits against you, Aries. But I feel like whatever you fight for, you fight passionately and purposely for a cause. You won't go to war for someone or something unless it's worth it. And I feel like this person is a total intellectual. They can get very political sometimes. So this really could be office politics. And these office politics, you could be finding yourself wondering, who can I trust? Who's around me? Yeah, maybe you're not the type to join in, but you still find yourself affected by these shenanigans in the office, possibly. Okay, so Aries, let's ask what the tea is for November. Too busy winning. Those haters are going to be absolutely sickened, Aries, because you are the winner. You are the winner, Aries. So you are going to be winning for the month of November, even if other people don't like it. Talking shit. Yeah, people are talking shit about you, Aries, but you are too busy winning the Scorpio season this November. And this felt too hooked. So I do feel like you could be hooked into your grief, or your grief could have you hooked, because it's something that you cover up. And, you know, you only kind of show surface level to other people, but you have a whole ocean of deep grief that you need to dive into. And you're not afraid of the dark this November. If anything, you are going to face those demons. You are going to dance with those demons. And I feel like anyone talking shit about you, it just comes from their jealousy. Because I feel like people want what you have. They want to be as good as you are, Aries. But some things come naturally to some people, and I feel like People could just be envying you of your natural skills, your natural talent, your natural charisma. Yeah, you could like just put a spell on people and have people hooked. There's just something so special about you, and it can't be bought, it can't be sold, it can't be duplicated. So you could have a hater who actually wants to be you. So Mystic Love, what is coming up for Aries for the month of November 2024? Can I get one more? I love it. Mine on the money and background energy, romance, feelings, okay? So even if you do have romance in your life, Aries, I feel like this is kind of in the background for the month of November, because this month you got money on your mind. Yeah, you're doing great in work and it's being recognized. And I feel like if you haven't gotten your flowers or trophies, or even a validation, it's coming for the month of November. Crossroads, direction. So yeah, you're questioning, do you still want this job? Yeah, you might do it well. Maybe even with a relationship or a situation, a living situation. Yeah, it might be fine. You know, fine. Maybe something's just fine. And you're thinking, well, is fine really good enough? I want the best. I deserve the best. So if something isn't giving the best or reciprocating that energy, I do see you kind of not accepting less than you deserve for the month of November, Aries. Yeah. So let me see. Let me get you a quick oracle message of advice. What is the advice for Aries for the month of November? Thank you, angels, ancestors, and spirit. Wow, okay. That much come out. We have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Ah, that is beautiful. Wow, okay. So, this is like an illusion. People think they need wings to fly, but the reality is sometimes we keep ourselves trapped. So this is kind of like Rapunzel's tower. And Rapunzel obviously didn't want to keep herself trapped, but she was in a very repressive environment. And even the ways out that were there, she couldn't see them, or they were too high up. And yeah, basically, Rapunzel could have found ways out if she had have wanted to. But sometimes we get stuck in our ways, stuck in our safe place. But this is telling me that whatever it is you're doing, you are doing it amazingly. And people are looking at you like, how is Aries doing that? Yeah. But I feel like you give so much that if it's not setting your heart on fire, if it's not making you feel like this is what you want for the future, I see you flying towards your goals, your dreams, your hopes. And even if these aren't things you are chasing right now, if you have been putting them away, hiding them away in a tower, I see you opening up a window and shining a light on your deepest hopes and dreams once again. Because November is rebirth season. So I feel like if your dreams have been in the background, they are going to be reborn and you are coming back with a bang. I feel like you're doing great in work, but underneath there is a lot of grief that you may need to sit with, you may need to feel in order to purge it out and not allow it to consume you. But I do feel like by the end of this year, by the end of December, you may find yourself not doing the same thing, because in the next month, in the next 2 months, you're going to see that you are worth more than what you're getting from a situation. So I see you charging on ahead, Aries, like any self-respecting Aries would do. So best of luck with that. I hope you have an amazing November. And please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down below if this resonates. And if you want me to do more star signs than pick a cards, because I'm just trying to figure out, test the waters and see what people want to see. So if you let me know, that would be very helpful. Thank you, Aries. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah.